Welcome back to Pops and Pylos. Let's play some more Victoria 3. We're playing as Mexico. We're going for Manifest Mexico. We have to take the Pacific coast and the Central Plains, Lower Plains, snakes on the plain. Good lord. My brain. Where's my brain today? Manifest Mexico. The Great Plains, of course. And we have to have a higher power rank than the US of A. We have the highest power rank in the game, we have great power, but so are the US of A. So right now, not quite there yet. I mean, of course we also don't have the land. We did take Oregon off of the Canucks last time with, you know, a bit of a muscle move, carrying a big stick and all. We want to take more of them, of course. However, we now have a truce to them, and I assume that, as in most Paradox games, it's kind of bad to break a truce. You're improving relations with Italy. Oh, I was about to say me. That's not quite me, is it? Very, very similar flex. So, truce to us until 81. Now, unfortunately, the way this game handles diplomatic plays, you make a play for a state, and then you can make additional claims. But if war doesn't break out, you just get the original claim. And that's gonna make eating our way into Canada kinda annoying. I'm gonna need... Well, let's swap over to regions, don't we? Yeah, we also need the Great Plains here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why did it just go away? I believe 6... regions we have to take of the Canadians still. That is not the map mode I wanted. Give me strategic regions. Thank you very much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Plus Alaska from the Russians. Plus not tons. But still, is this 2 different states? Surely not. It is. It's Texas and it's Oklahoma. Good lord. Now, surely the US of A won't just give up unless we become way more powerful than we are right now. So I don't think we have to be afraid of having to do many fights against the Americans. But there might be lots of threats against Canada. And the question becomes then, doesn't it? When does Victoria 3 end? And I keep saying that it's probably like 1914 or something. Well, that's just a guess. Let's quickly Google that one. Victoria 3 end date. When does it end? When does it end? 1936. Okay, so you do have essentially until Hearts of Iron. Well, exactly until Hearts of Iron. 100 years. So we start in 36. So we are not quite halfway through. It'll probably be fine. But kind of worried. Also, there's tons of stuff going on. Small arms are expensive. Glass is expensive. We have low market access about everywhere. Are we building any railway still? There is not a railway being built. So I'm going to ignore the low market access. We have tons of things queued up. So let's not build stuff for now. Money is... Where's all the money going? Investment, we're building 50k worth of stuff, 45 I guess. That's not covered by the investment pool. Okay, that's something. And then we still have that 21k additional expense that should be timing out from greasing palms at some point. Surely. And then, yeah, I mean... We just run a big country now. I guess... a little less insane set of income has to be expected. Well, income to cost ratio. Clothing became expensive. But we already have so many clothing factories. It's just that people are buying our clothing, right? I'm remembering that correctly at least. Yeah. Look at that. We have almost 9,000 units of clothing being produced, and 5.5 of them are being bought by other people. Protected speech coming in. Good. 70% sounds like a decent chance. We're almost not losing money anymore. It's also kind of nice. And we can always go and just build a bunch of things that are covered by the investment pool, because our investment pool is still utterly nuts. I mean, look at that growing by 250k a month. Well, 200 now. Wherever that change would have come around. More oil. We still don't really know what to do with oil. So, I mean, we have a use for oil, I believe, but it's not a great one. Electric sewing machines. We probably do want those. Automated power looms. Brine electrolysis. Electrolysis? Okay. Textile mill and the chemical plant. So let's check the electric sewing machines. More clothing production. I mean, that seems good at the cost of way more dye, which we don't have, way more electricity, which we don't have, and way more tools, which we might have some of. We do have lots of. We even have some electricity, so it's really dye that is a huge deal. It says it's an absolute loss, but I'm not sure that's true. We could go step by step, just do Veracruz for now, maybe. Let's do that and see what that does to our market. And then it's not this that we got, although rubber. Oh, this does not require any silk. We just need rubber here. We can make rubber. Okay, should probably be looking into some rubber farms. Then it must be automated power looms down here, yeah, to free up some labor. Yeah, okay. 62,000 we can simply free up in Mexico. Crazy, but we don't need that right now. The other thing was the chemical plant, which got brine electrolysis, which gives me more explosives, which we might need. No, we don't right now. And which does then require even more electricity. So we're probably going to look into having even more electricity sometime soon. We should also look into science, shouldn't we? The combustion engine. Make automobiles. The telephone. Electrics industries. Then make telephones. Okay. Assembly lines which use oil to reduce labor cost. Nah. Automatic bottle blowers, which also just reduce labor. Not super into that, because we do happen to have enough labor right now. Motorized for the military. Chainsaws. Again, just saving people, though. I mean, not utterly into that right now. Not at all. Electric railways. Electric engines from motor industries make way more engines. Okay. At the cost of electricity for some reason. Why is plus transportation? Oh, it eats transportation. Yeah. Infrastructure. So we can upgrade our railways to get more infrastructure and more transportation. That's kind of neat. At the cost of engines electricity, though, so it's still not insane. Tractors? Just labor saving. Some meat. None of these say woo to me. What about the nitrogen fixation process? Tons more fertilizer, which we, I believe, have tons of, so kind of not super into that. Chemical fertilizers. Use more fertilizer to make more grain. Just more grain in our... Do we have millet or something? Might have been the last one where we had millet. Yeah. Okay, I'm still not wooed. What about pasteurization? Labor saving again. Essentially all of this says save on labor, which, you know, I get that that's a late game thing. Late-ish game. I'm not happy about it. What if we had feminism instead? Women's suffrage. I mean, I want that, clearly. It's not great or anything. But I wanted, we need to make our way through level 3 anyway, so I don't see why I wouldn't pick feminism here. Any reason we would want anarchism first? That doesn't look like it, no. So let's just go feminist. And yeah, I'm still not investing into military. We seem to be muscling our way through fine. Ooh, hello, protected speech. Technology spread going up. Excellent. Some people are probably slightly unhappy right now. And we identified our skyscraper side too. Oh, costs our bureaucracy again. Construct a sector building. Okay, so this only costs me the thing, but it might now allow me to build that skyscraper. How much does it cost me to build a skyscraper? We can build it. Exactly one side. Surprise, it's in Mexico. It costs 1,000 construction. It's not that much, is it? I mean, I don't know what it does. Why do I want a skyscraper other than to have it? 25% government administration building throughput. Okay. Urbanization per level, infrastructure. So that's a reason to have a lot of government administration in one place. But we do have a lot in Mexico, right? Yeah, it's still our biggest place. So I don't hate it. And 1,000 is not that much. Is that correct? I feel like these are like 400? 300. Looks like there's 3 buildings in a bed. For government administration that we don't really need. But we're gonna have built a skyscraper. And is this all it does? Goods concern, eat some paper, employ some bureaucrats and clerks, cost some government wages, of course, gives urbanization. Throughput per level. So are there multiple levels of skyscraper then? I don't know. I'll build one. Just put it there. Why not? Why not have a skyscraper? Skyscraper. We are still running greener grass in Mexico, and I think that's fine. Oregon is still in turmoil, but they should be going down, hopefully. Surely, being in my great country and all, they're going to start being happier, right? See? Going down. Excellent. That's all I needed to see. Now, why is my bureaucracy not being used? Didn't it say that the other thing would use my bureaucracy? Apparently not. I mean, pretty sure I read it, but I must have misread, or it just doesn't work the way. So we have tons of bureaucracy to play with, which means law, well, institutions, and we might also want to be looking at laws. We're already going up in health and in education. And don't really care about any of the others. We might want to go up a little bit in welfare, I suppose, because we can afford it. He says. Unused construction production. I just started building a skyscraper, didn't I? But I guess we can only assign so many construction sectors to that, as usual. So we do want to go and build more stuff. I said rubber. I said electricity. Apparently engines, eh? People buying my engines. It's so rude. Now, do we by any chance have the opportunity to import rubber with the interest that we have? I mean, not that I necessarily want to, but I want to keep that option, at least consider that option, let's say. Rubber. PQR, rubber, there. No. I mean, yes, but no. So I don't think I mind building a bunch of rubber plantations. Let's do Jalisco. Why not? Gonna make like 7 is a lot, isn't it? Yeah, it'll be fine. Surely we'll need a lot if we want to put our clothing industry. Or we want to swap it over to rubber usage. New election. Let's see what's going to happen here. What are they predicting? The laborers are going to get a lot of votes, apparently. Somehow these always go up. I never get that. 75%. I mean, that's a number. Very righteous government here with 100%. Intelligentsia are probably just... Yeah, we could have the same level of government without the intelligentsia. It'd be fine. We could bring in the rurals for just a tiny loss, but I don't think I wanna. So I think we just stick with what we have here. And are happy to have a righteous government. We should be looking at laws again, though. Laws. Yes. Golden Alaska. I heard. So we could still go for old age pensions. Which I'm still not against. Workers' protections. I mean, maybe. We have protected speech, that's maximum, very nice. Nothing real good to go on trade policy just yet. And we had laissez-faire, which is also good. So it's either workers' protection. It gives me another institution, use for my stuff. It will radicalize the landowners, but they don't matter. Let's do it. Do it. Still have issues making glass. I think the glass factory is still on auto expand, but that's not particularly fast. Authority is not in a good spot. It's not a huge negative, but we could probably drop a thing here, a decree. And that could just be greener grass in Mexico. We currently have tons of people there. So I'm not terribly afraid of that. Or we just drop the encouraged resource in Jalisco. Nah, let's drop greener grass. Cancel, yes. French-Prussian rivalry. I mean, fine. Whatever. You do you. Really? That will be an impressive use of bureaucracy for those institutions, if it's warning me now. But once we have that skyscraper, we should get tons more bureaucracy, so surely we'll be fine. Some rubber has been built, so we should consider swapping over to rubber. Maybe not immediately on all the textile mills. This already uses 130 rubber. Let's do it and see how well you do. Production. We should be able to see how much we would be doing in theory with rubber, right? Get to the... Oh, we can do automatic irrigation for one bunch more rubber. Okay, 30 per level. And if we automatic irrigate, that is another 30 per level. So we're talking 60 per level then. And we currently need rubber. 162. But we want a lot more. We want at least twice that. So let's say 200. We want about 600 rubber. About 600 rubber. So that's 10 upgrade rubber places, right? That math does seem to check out. Let's go up to 10. Let's run automatic irrigation. And build other things. There's probably tons more engines, isn't it? Or glass, you know. Could just be way more glass. It's just everything is required. Everything. Yeah, let's help out with the glass production a little bit. We can't have more lead mines. We have fully... Well, not in these places. We could run some lead mines in Mexico. I guess we will. Not the place I would like to do that, but you gotta do what you got to do. And then I want to go to, what was it? Glass. And help out a little bit with this plan. Just make 4 more for now. And then let's also help out with the engines a little bit more. Just keep skyrocketing that economy. Now, standard of living still going up. GDP still growing at better than linear rates. Looks somewhat quadratic to me. And we are at not quite at innovation cap. So that could be more. Radicals going down, loyalists being fine, pop going very up. It's all just good. It's all just very good. But what was I looking at? It was education. So even more science might be required, although our relationship, or ratio I should say, of government expenses to industry is kind of iffy right now. It's not a problem, but it's not great. So we want to be mindful of that. Speaking of mindful, is there any chance the South wants to be punched again? Say if I were to look at El Salvador relations. No, you love them. You freaking love them. Why do they want these as desirable allies? That makes no sense. Education 5, achievement, institutional. Okay. I mean, I'll have it. It's not what we're here for, so it doesn't matter to me, but I'll have it. It's a lot more convoys we're looking for. Really, the explosives route wants to upgrade, even though we have extra explosives. That is somewhat surprising to me. What's meant to do? All our ports are running on the newest port thing, right? I didn't just do one port. No, everything is an industrial port. Good, good. Railways, we could upgrade to make more transportation at the cost of infrastructure, but infrastructure is kind of what we need these days. Publicly traded wouldn't really do what we needed to do. So let's not. So let's not. So that skyscraper. This menu really isn't made for building lots of things, is it? And then I'm aware I can open just open this and see. And if you think about how this would look on the, say, EU4 outliner, that would just be a huge list of things, completely hiding everything else you want to see. Bavaria became a protectorate of Austria-Hungary. I mean, okay. I suppose that's fitting. Oregon. So surely all these railways we were building are built, one would think. And still we have a bunch of places in market access troubles. So let's go have even more railway. You know, just have another. You're starting to annoy me around here. Mexico is probably the same. And yes, electric railway will allow us to generate a ton more infrastructure. Once we do, and then we'll be somewhat unhappy to have infinite levels of railway there. But I mean, if push comes to shove, we can just reduce the level. Devout scandal. I mean, nobody loves the devout. Do they now? I think the people must know of his depravity. I mean, everybody can be depraved. Not the devout, surely. Surely that's not okay. Cherokee people coming in, I mean, I don't know that there are large numbers of Cherokee people available in the world, but they're free to come in. We like people around here. Even though with minimum wage and all that, we're not paying that much welfare. We are paying welfare and it's going up, but we're not paying that much welfare. It's fine, as they say. And They are always right. So I don't really see how we upgrade clothing production, and I am still unsure that that even makes sense, other than for just making money. Might be some sense in upping our basic resource. Like this, the iron production is pretty slim. Oh god, my engines. My engines! And again, I'm not sure whether it matters that we're 600 down in iron. Whether that has any impact on our production, but it feels like it would. So I guess we just spam a little more iron, spam a little more dye. Maybe we just grab all of these and put them on auto expand. It's not going to do very fast expansion because it's only going to build one at a time. But it will probably continuously expand these things. And if I have a lot of things on auto expand, then maybe I don't have to worry so much. And not worrying sounds great. Coffee. But San Salvador doesn't have people, does it? No. Let's not go ahead and expand that. Cotton, dye, tobacco, bananas, sugar. And the auto expand is somewhat aware. It only auto expands when employment and cash reserves are fine. But it does not, I don't think, look at available workforce in the state. So if you're fine on workforce, but there's no more, it will still upgrade, I think. So I'm just going to do this. I think the time for fussing over every little upgrade has to be over. And we'll just let automation take over somewhat. Now Jalisco. Let's have Rio Grande be the auto-expanding logging camp. And do I want auto-upgrading fishing wharves? Kind of feel like I don't. I'm just gonna spam some on my own. And that'll be okay. He says, did we do coal? I feel like we didn't do coal. Coal or lead? No, lead has the issue of being in Mexico. Yeah, I don't want that to be automatic. I think we did do iron, but we did not do coal. Where do we even do coal? Guerrero? Yeah. Well, I'm just going to build these 4 and then they're done anyway. All right. Gotta spend money to make money. Rubber price is down. Even though we set everything to be using rubber, so that says to me that maybe my other rubber farms already done, plantations. And I can use that rubber? Where's rubber? Not used to the icon for rubber yet. There you are. Yeah, we have extra rubber. So I'm just gonna go and set the full-on textile mill rubber usage here. That's not it. That's the electric sewing machine. This would be rubber. Also uses more silk, which you might not be able to immediately get. We'll see about that. Oh, okay, they're recovering, I think. Now, my silk might be at a point where we need more. Yes, it is. And we do not have the boats to do so. So question is, do we have any trade routes we wanna or can cancel? These are ones I would love to cancel, but I can't. Because they're other countries' trade routes. Oh, and I have a bunch of boats stuck exporting fertilizer. I do kind of like having the price of fertilizer being okay, though. Furniture export is my own. Okay, that we probably want to stop. 1.41k to the US of A. While we lack... Don't we lack furniture? Surely. Yeah. So that is me doing that. Let's not. It's not going to save up any transports, though, because the US of A do not require transports. Wow, we're bringing in a lot of explosives from the French. So really we need way more explosive production too. And tons of sulfur as well. Okay, this wine route I think I'm just going to cancel. Even though wine it's a nice route to have. But we need silk more right now. Unfortunately, I can't guarantee that these boats are going to go to silk imports. But we may get lucky. They might just be used to upgrade another trade route is what's going to happen. No, you just upgrade? There were 7... I think it was... I don't actually know. I do not know. What does the silk say? What does the silk say? Way down still. Okay. And our transports are all used up. So what we really also need is more transport capability. Which means, I think, just a bunch of ports, doesn't it? Veracruz. Oh, let's check here. Oaxaca or Oregon. Oregon, interesting. Could provide a bunch of employment in Oregon with a bunch of ports. It's kind of weird because they're still in turmoil right now. But we want to fight that, so let's just spam a bunch of ports in Oregon. And see if that can fix some of our problems here. I wonder that nobody ever comes along, well, people importing my luxury clothing now, that nobody ever comes along and, oh, we have extra too. Are we buying any? No. Nobody ever comes along and sells stuff to me with their own routes. They come along and buy my stuff, right? But they never go and sell me stuff. Might just be that there's a large world out there. But it might also not. 6,000. Did we see 6,000 transports used yet? Or is there something else I'm missing? Like some huge route we're doing. Other countries. 280 transports buying that silk. We'd like to be more. Other countries. Other countries. It's just me buying sugar, but without transport, so that's fine. That's 1,000 transports doing sulfur. Yeah, okay. And explosives. And then the fertilizer exports. Wish I had better use for fertilizer, for more fertilizer. We don't have anything we can do. We need chemical fertilizers for that. And they are nitrogen fixation. Ah, we could have researched that. It's just that we don't really need the extra grain. And therefore I didn't care. Could that be used on plantations too? No. Yeah, I don't know. So what I want to do, or what I really want to do, is have a collapse all button or something. But what I meant to say was we need more sulfur. And that's slightly problematic because we don't have people. And we need more explosives because those imports are just too much. I don't like what that does to our trade deficit. So where is my chemical plants? Ah, right. Brian uses even less fertilizer. No, produces less fertilizer, right? Yeah, that would actually be good. So it's really electricity we need. So let's have more electricity. Even though it's apparently not making any money. In... oh no, Guerrero. Why not? And then there was one thing I saw and wanted to check in on before we put a cut in here. but I seem to have lost it. I've lost it. I don't think I know. Right. People in the two places that we're building sulfur in. That was, I think, California and Texas. Do we have workforce generating buttons in California or Texas? We can turn on rail transportation here. And steam donkeys if we need to. So there's something we can do in California. Cotton plantations could also save on a bunch of laborers. Okay, so there's room. There's room in California. Good. I feel like it's not the same in Texas. I mean, the sulfur mines might be able to do... Yeah. No, there's actually a decent amount of people we can generate in Texas too. Good. Good to know. Let's hope I remember until next episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed what you're seeing, as always, please do hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. And if you have anything to say, please do so down there in that comment section. Thank you for watching. See you folks next time.